Damn, look at that Lugo in the Lakers jersey. I told y'all we'd be right back. It didn't take but a second. Switch it over.
Behind you, I know that.
Switch it right on over.
Behind you, gotta get up here.
Playing the Raptors on national TV. Pacers 15-0, Raptors 9-7. Let me put up with some stupid trades. Give me LeBron for somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
We are back with a fresh, all-new episode of NBA 2K TV.
This week, we're starting off with your top assists for those helping make
2K Sports.
Let's go, Pacers. Halliburton, Big Ben McIntyre, Miles Turner with the burner. Siakam, Obi Toppin, your baby mama.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday
home
night
against the
action in the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Thornton and Fertile make up the inside pair. Mitchell is out there with Dick, and it's Barrett at the 3 spot. And for Indiana, the perimeter pairing with Nembhard and
look, Tyrese.
Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in at the 1. Greg, we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA.
Oh, look at that pass! What was that pass about?
Entertaining, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
Now the pass to Dick. From 11 feet away, and it's sent back by Turner. Inside, here's Mathurin. Oh, and that one, no question.
Big Ben Mathurin.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor, and then the
Big
power.
Ben Mathurin.
Now, here's Mitchell. His last outing, he had 18 points. And
what was that?
What? And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open look from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Halliburton against Mitchell. Halliburton kicks to Turner.
Miles Turner with the burner.
Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Dick. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Fertile dishes to Barnes. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
Too much space on Halliburton.
Gets the 3.
Too much space on Halliburton.
Halliburton showing you a lot of
94.
his three-point stroke. That's something he's worked on.
Greg, in January 2024,
a 6'6" point guard.
Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA.
Siakam, you can't, man.
Tenacity on that interior,
you off my
just
squad,
battling,
bro.
bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Outside Turner.
Hit this, Miles.
And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to score.
And no good that time. Mathurin with some nice defense.
How is he stronger? How is
Halliburton against Mitchell.
How is strong like?
Halliburton outside. Pass to Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. And Halliburton gets it to go on the assist by Siakam. Halliburton's got his second basket of the night. So
Halliburton over the D.
Here, the first for Toronto. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, as you well know, means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
Competition stacks up right now. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Look at Toronto. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And check it out, Indiana. They've proved the projections right. They are a dominant club, and they're going to be a tough out for anyone. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Halliburton.
Why did you dump that?
Solid outing against Miami.
What are you doing? I'm laying it up, man. Halliburton.
Some stellar shooting.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And Halliburton with the rebound. Pass to Nemo.
It's hard. It's hard in the paint.
Nice feed from Halliburton. He's really put in the work to become an outstanding
Jason Kidd is an usher now, nigga.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
No more, nigga.
Bertle, the pass to Barnes.
Oh, Siakam, what are you doing?
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Down low, Halliburton. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. 9 points for Tyrese Halliburton. Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against the Heat in Miami. Siakam against Barnes. Good D by Siakam.
Good D.
Catherine passes to Siakam. Latrey.
Big at the rim.
That shot off. Raptors trail by 9. Jake with it. No scoring in this one. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
What do you mean there's somebody sitting in there with me?
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Oh, come on.
Hey guys, I love the movement.
Come on, Mike.
Great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Walker comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Neesmith in for Andrew Nembhard. Pass to Quick. To the inside. Here's Wiseman. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
We know Wiseman has a nice outside game, but inside there aren't too many guys who can match up with him physically.
Now here's Halliburton. 9 points in the game so far. To the left wing. Neesmith, the pass to Mathurin. Nailed from three-point land. Mathurin's got 5.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Abaji can't get it to go. Pacers leading by 9. To the middle, and here's the fast break. Walker leading the way.
Too much space. I'm going to be topping. I'm going to be topping your baby mama.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
Oh, look, you got him away. Jared.
He was such a great shooter in college, and it took him a while to find his stroke in the NBA.
And you know what, Kevin, nothing really surprising about that. most players struggle to find their game in the NBA, to find their role in the NBA. But Neesmith has found his rhythm and his role. He clearly is dangerous from behind the arc. Tremendous explosion on that launch by Halliburton, throwing it down.
There's a minute left here in the first quarter. Here's the pass to Wiseman. Acted quickly. Kept alive. Tries again. It doesn't go for him.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Toppin, a chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Over your head.
Raptors trail by 9.
Obi topping your head. Obi topping over your head.
Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. Out to the right wing. Abaji can't get it to go. And so it's Walker with it who brings it up for the Pacers. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
And so it's Indiana. Ahead by 9 is the Their defense has been active and effective. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Quickly break it down.
The offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Raptors trail by 9. So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. So Emmanuel quickly out there. Barrett is out there at Frazier. And it's Mobo in at the 4-man position. Here's Nemhard after the Raptors pick up 2.
Nemhard.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Personal foul.
Look, obviously, this is a results league for head coach. And we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway. But we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
Now here's Barnes. Back to Strus. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Jackson. It's stolen by Barrett. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the pass and dunks it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Quickly the pass to Barnes. Active quickly. Driving to the basket.
That's a nice dive from Barnes. Showing he can break down the defense with his passing.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Outside Mathurin. Shot clock at 5. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Jackson. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Jackson's got the lead up to 9 now for Indiana.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
And the Raptors call time here. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
We know that's in the past. You can't change that for sure. Nevertheless, a win would be sweet.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Isaiah Jackson. And Toronto also making a switch. Mitchell's checked in. Frazier the pass to Barrett. over Siakam. Second chance effort. That one good for 2.
Oh, no,
Barnes has got
that.
6.
And that's just using his strength to fight for that rebound. And then Barnes able to send it back.
Here's Nemhard. And he also played a big role in their
What do you
last
think,
game.
baby?
Shots good by Turner.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just spanning the flank.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And Indiana on another 3.
And
Oh,
I think they're
with the
finding a good
burner.
look from beyond the arc. Steadily
Big win.
improving as this game's gone along.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
And
not trying to think of the ball, baby.
he's been dominant over the last month. He's right around 13 points a night, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving.
Catch
Of
and
course,
shoot.
finds the open man.
Catch and shoot. Work on your glutes.
Is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Mitchell passes to Frazier. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Indiana leading by 16. Nemhard with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Hard.
It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pass to Strus. Mitchell outside. Here's Frazier. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Walker finds Siakam.
Siakam.
Finished off by Siakam.
And those are no loud points. Siakam flushes
He was just
it without
standing there.
much effort.
He's just standing there.
Raptors
In
trail
awe.
by 18. Toronto calls timeout. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific
What are you
reporter,
doing?
David Aldridge.
Man,
David,
he's just so great.
Last season, a
He
full
was just like, dude, it's gonna be
finished
tight.
between 46 and 51 wins.
Hey,
Indiana
oh,
is
Pacers.
in contention.
Tell Brett, look,
Adam
Pacers.
Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He
Good,
says,
go with it.
I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league.
2, 3,
It's certainly
baby.
fun to watch.
David, bring it on. I say the more the better.
2, 3 Kings, baby. Neptown. Yeah. Get it. That's the way you do it. Yeah. Get it.
Some changes for
All right,
Indiana.
that's enough.
Obi Toppin's checked in for Siakam. Neesmith comes
Why
in
you
for
take
Walker.
Siakam out?
And Halliburton subbed in for Benedict Mathurin. Toronto with the ball. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Abaji. To stop the run. Pacers with the rebound. Turner's got his 6th rebound on the night. Halliburton passes to Neesmith. Halliburton kicks to Toppin.
Don't be topping your baby mama.
It's Halliburton with the assist. And the Pacers lead by 20.
That's where Toppin does most of his damage, and he's incredibly efficient down there.
Passes it to Wiseman. Dick up top. Nemhard covering.
2 minutes
The pass to
remaining.
Abaji.
2 minutes.
Back to Wiseman. 6 to shoot. And there's the big-time jam. He slams it right over Turner.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman, roughing up the
Look at
beat
him.
with that
Just over and
emphatic
over.
finish.
And on the AT&T 5G
Best shot
side
blocker in the
cam, you
NBA.
can see how impressive that move was. Now, here is Halliburton. 11 points in the game, and the basket is good. Turner's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Hill, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
And here's Halliburton after James Wiseman hitting the
I'll
three.
do too, baby.
The shot by Turner, no good. To the paint. Mitchell outside. Pass to Mobo. Pass to Dick. This one for three. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Now, here is Halliburton. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mitchell wide open. And the three off target. Pacers leading by 14. Neesmith, the pass to Turner, and it's slammed to the right.
Turner gets it rolling now. He can be a dominant scorer.
Mitchell looking it over.
Trying to get the last shot.
From downtown. He's off on that one. And so it's Miles for the Pacers. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Pascal. The identity of this team is at the defensive end. So how satisfying is it to lock them down like you did in the first half?
It's great. I mean, we're a defensive team first, you know, and I mean, that's what I like about our team.
Yeah, baby.
The fact that we just go out there and get still.
Come on. Why do I gotta go to the bathroom? You can turn on the lights. Yeah.
It wasn't getting easy buckets at the other end. It's always good to make a difference.
Easy buckets at the other
What
end.
you guys do. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us. You get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We saw Miles Turner lighting it up in the first half. He had 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 block. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
It all starts with their shooting, and they're on fire from behind the arc. And I can say the opposite when it comes to the other side. When there's this much disparity, it usually makes a big difference on the score.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. Like they don't have any game plan in place. Check out the field goal. That's not going to cut it, man. I don't even want to talk about it, man.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game from Miles Turner in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
I wasn't right there.
To his side.
Oh my goodness, I was standing right up.
Next to Turner at the 5. And it's Matherin in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. So it's the Pacers now, after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago.
He'll mix one in here and there. Matherin stretches the floor that way, making the defense respect his 3-ball.
Mitchell against Halliburton. Mitchell outside. Rejected by Halliburton. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers.
Big Ben at the rim.
Point by 20.
Big Ben at the rim.
Close to the rim. Matherin's going to try to power it over and through you.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Barnes. And the call on the shot sends it
to the ref. See what I can do it to the ref.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the strike. He was feeling it. You know, it's been a rougher year than he expected at the line, guys. I mean, he's seen the numbers dropping off for him this year.
We're going to make him nervous. Look at all them yellow things out there.
First free throw is good.
And Barnes, an all-around threat. A good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively.
Barnes hits them both. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Halliburton against Mitchell. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. Matherin for 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Big Ben at the rim.
Assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Toronto calls timeout. You gotta like what Miles Turner, guys, has done in this game.
He's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defense isn't doing their job, and I think they got to talk about it quickly.
You guys are the best team to ever play basketball. Beat every team by 20, 30, sometimes 60
While we
points.
have a moment, let's check the stats for Barnes.
Defense is outstanding. Offense is amazing.
Spectacular. He's getting around 28 points per, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Here's Halliburton. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Out to Turner. 3-pointer.
Oh, who's in my face?
Pacers, another
I had a dick in my face. Oh, no diddy.
On their perimeter shooters, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Oh, no. My fault. Not paying no attention.
Back up, Hurdle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, I like the way Pirtle uses his 7-foot frame. So skilled in how he earns calls, draws fouls on his way up with the shot.
For Toronto, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Jackson comes in for Miles Turner, and Jarris Walker's subbed in for Andrew Nembhard. Now, here's Siakam. Drains it from beyond the arc. Walker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Basket good.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
Halliburton finds Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. Back to Mathurin. 5 to shoot. Some nice passing here by Indiana.
Look at that ball movement. Look at that ball movement. Jeez, OP, you don't get that every day.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field.
The ball like Diddy.
No good on the shot. Excellent defense there from Halliburton.
Get him again, Jared. Get him again, Jared. Because I don't believe in you.
Siakam's got his 6th assist on the night. And the Raptors shooting the ball around 43% from the floor so far in the third quarter. Passes it to Strus. Offline with his 3. The Pacers have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Look, Halliburton. Gotcha, baby. Mama square.
He says,
look at that to the hole, baby.
I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report.
Halliburton.
And he could not.
Oh, that was a flagrant 5.
And he'll go
that was a flagrant.
Tyrese Halliburton is flat out special, Clark. Yeah, you say it all the time.
You see that? Elbow to the ribs. Oh, yeah, come on, man. How come we're taking a flagrant 2 for that, nigga?
Platinum level capability. His turnover numbers outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists. I think a better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
First free throw is good.
Seems like Halliburton is always looking to do a little more, always making the extra effort. That's fairly rare.
Toppin, he's checked in for the Pacers. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Pascal Siakam.
Obviously, the Wolf doesn't like winners. The Wolf play the game, Melvin, before it's too late. What does that mean? Tick-tock, little thing. The clock is running, and the Wolf is hungry.
Halliburton gets the ball.
That was just one of those young guys that has a really well-rounded game. Make shots pretty much anywhere on the floor.
And the foul on Jarris Walker. That is his first foul of the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Mobo. Now, here's Quickly. Over Halliburton. Wiseman kicks to Quickly. Will it go? And it's blocked.
Good defensive awareness that time by Toppin to come and block the shot.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Now, here's Halliburton. He's got 15.
2 minutes remaining.
Nesmith the pass to Halliburton. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Walker outside. That ball. Nice speed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton has got his 7th assist here tonight. Pass to Mobo. Back to Quickly. Wiseman with the ball. Toppin's there. Halliburton with the steal. The pass to Toppin. Back to Halliburton. And he makes good on the layup. 17 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Abaji. And it's Halliburton with the rebound.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage in. As a result, they've got a big lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Struce. He has yet to score. Right wing. Quickly with a wide-open look. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Hamilton finds Toppin.
I'll be topping your baby mama.
Total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Raptors. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and finished up by Wiseman.
What I gotta do?
And just caught the D there by surprise. Love when Wiseman goes for the big end on the alley-oop.
Halliburton passes to Mathurin. Here's Toppin. And Indiana, another three.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond.
It's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for Indiana. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass.
What are you watching?
Great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened on the court for Toronto to start the fourth. We've got James Wiseman. He's out there with Frazier. And it's Abashi into the three. Now, here's McConnell, Neesmith, and Indiana, another three.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Shed. Pass to Frazier. Well, for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities. They're the visibility. They're the doers, the talented performers of a league that entertains globally. So they deserve more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now, there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall.
And so it's Indiana with it after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago.
And putting in work on the defensive end. Wiseman's squat providing a spark to his team. Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard.
Oh.
They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
In Toronto, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pacers with the rebound. Jackson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. McConnell scanning the floor. Great, a lot of parity around the NBA. Things like that.
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Pacers. Now, here's Neesmith. Outside Jackson. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's McConnell. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Raptors shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Here's Strus. And he dunks it down.
Right. I could at least foul him.
Around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, out with that emphatic slam.
And, guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit. I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that.
And using that improved court awareness, Turner continues to make plays out of the pick and roll.
Passes it to Frazier. Another shot. And the rejection by Jackson. And they recover it. Here's Abaji. Missed it, even after all those chances.
And they got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. That's how you win games.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And it's Shed missing. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Now, here's McConnell. Jackson passes to Neesmith. Fires from deep. And the Pacers another 3.
And this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Here's Shed. Can they get it? And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
Lets it go from deep.
Look why he turned around like Curry. Turned around like Curry, nigga.
Got 11.
Spicy Curry out here.
And now we'll get a
Miles Turner with the burner.
The hustle game. How it's been going for the Pacers.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And there's the foul. It'll go on TJ McConnell. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Andrew Nembhard's checked in for the Pacers. Jordan McLaughlin comes in for TJ McConnell. Now, here's Mitchell. Here's Frazier.
Oh, that's my fault.
The shot from the low post is good.
Jumped off early.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
The Pacers shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Out to Turner. Over Barrett. And that one's on target from the wing.
Number 2.
Turner's got 29 in the game.
Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense
for the Pacers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Miles Turner.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebound.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Toppin, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Halliburton subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. Outside Jackson. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton for 3. He's still out.
It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Now, here's Mitchell. Mobo can't hit. There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And the pass to Nembhard. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Mitchell kicks to Frazier. Over Jackson. And again, Toronto no luck. And here is Toppin. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.
%73 from 3, 40 points in the paint. The bench came through with 31, won by 55. 8 blocks, all defense. Got a steal. 10 dunks, they had 11. Was in the paint in the first quarter. Trash, 67%. 43% for 3. Pulled off a little bit better. Second quarter. The offense calmed down. Third quarter. Perfect. Lights out from 3. 100%. 3 blocks. This is a great quarter. Everything was going down. Keeping them from scoring. 3 blocks of steal. 3 dunks. Then it fell off again. Still had 3 blocks there. But really improved from 3. That's where he was doing it from. Now it's turning. Get the burning. 29 points. Albert Burton with 22. Then who had all the blocks? Isaiah Jackson. He only had 2 points but had 4 blocks. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Those are the only 2 points you had. Get that out of here. Defensive juggernaut. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. He was hoeing dudes down low. Hoeing. Tyrese Halliburton had a block. And Toppin had a block. Now it's turn. Harden 6 points, 2 dunks. Finesse. Obi Toppin 9 points, 1 3. And a dunk. Get that out of here. Steve Weed. Dunk. Boards. Finesse. Boards. Siakam got 4 points. Perfect from the field, too. And both of them was dunks. Showing off. Getting boards. Dunk. He had 6 assists, though. He was facilitating. Ben Mathabrin, 15 points aboard. 3 threes, 2 dunks. Stevie, there go one. Bam. Grabbing boards. Duncan. Stevie, there go 2. Finesse. Stevie. Burton, 22 points, 2 boards, 8 assists, a steal, a block, 2 dunks, 2 threes. Everything comes into his 2 hands on the ball. Another 2 hands. Block, get that out of here. Coming down with boards. Finesse. Should have been a dunk. Ski wee. 2 of those. Ski wee. The man we came to see. Miles Turner, 29 points, 8 boards, 2 blocks, 7 drop threes with 2 dunks. Boards. Ski wee. 7 of those. Bam. Finesse. Get that out of here. Off the backboard block. Coming down with boards. Oh, Duncan. Coming down with boards. Miles Turner with the burner.
Let's go. Bro, come on. We can't lose this, bro. We can't lose this. Turn around. Got this big bad wolf. Big bad wolf.
Oh.
Why the bull is the one from y'all now?
Go Chicago side. Chicago sky.
Hey everyone, this is Sacramento Kings
Mr5Price.
And it's
I've done so if you didn't know so.
Here are your State Farm top assists. Pass me the videos. Let's go.
Come on, play your phone.
Your first option is...
Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports.
And this game will see the Seattle Storm going up against the Chicago Sky.
I'm Blake Zuniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. And it's safe to say this game will be won or lost on the boards.
Well, it's how these teams control the game and get themselves extra possessions.
Well, not only that, but limiting their opponent's possessions. That'll be a huge key in this one.
Now here's Diggin Smith. Out to Agumake. Lets the 3 fly. Off to a good start and she hits her first shot.
Zero hesitation. That's how Nneka Agumake plays. When she gets the ball, she wants to fire.
To the paint. She can't get that one to fall. Outside, Diggin Smith for 3.
They get it back.
Tries again.
Pass to Horston.
Ogumake. Shot clock at 6. Skylar Diggin Smith Smith outside. And it's Skylar Diggins-Smith missing again.
Come on, Angel.
Reese, no good.
How come we can't get to the... Oh, baby.
Vandersloot with the steal. And here we go, the sky fast break. She gets it in there.
The fast hands of Courtney Vandersloot. She's so effective at reading her opponent and clawing away steals.
And with how great she's been for over a decade now, it kind of feels like Nneka Ogwumike is underrated.
I agree with that 100%. His top 10 and MVP voting the last 2 years is basically the textbook stretch big. And Nneka's done incredible work off the floor with the Players Association.
Now here's Carter. Vandersloot outside. From deep. Here's Cardoso.
Go big, Cardoso.
Banks it in.
And that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready to react as soon as the shot goes up.
Here's Diggins-Smith. Rebound Chicago.
Yeah, her touch has deserted her this quarter. Nowhere to be found.
Look, get up.
That's good. Not afraid to challenge the interior of that defense. Carter is fearless.
The Storm trail.
Come on.
Outside Diggins-Smith. Skylar Diggins-Smith drawing the double team.
You have to be the strongest person.
Here's Magbagor. It's hauled in by Reese.
That's a surprise. Out of character for her to miss those when the D's not right in her face.
Get him, Angel Reese.
That's good.
She's getting ready to dunk. She's about to dunk that.
They're going on a nice little
She'll
run
show out.
And getting to the rack has been the key.
She'll want to be
They're
Juwan
getting
Man.
point-blank looks time and time again.
Diggins-Smith. And that time also missed the shot.
She might want to maybe defer for a while. She's had her chances this quarter, but nothing's fallen.
Carter, that's good.
A great three-point shooter in college. Carter is trying to get consistency from beyond the arc as a pro as well.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right. Their offense is bound to us.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea. But the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Here's Banham, covered by Vivians. Out to Nurse. Three-pointer.
Nurse Wounds.
Rebounded by Vivians. And the Storm with possession. Trailing by 10. Pass to Magbagor. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Williams. Atkins. Started by Samuelson.
You're too weak, bro.
Chicago again missing. And here are the Storm now. It's Ezzy Magbagor, high post. That shot is good on the assist from Katie Lou Samuelson.
I like how Magbagor picks her spots on offense, knows when to look to score inside.
Now Banham. The three comes out of the gate empty. Here's Seattle. 8-point game. Williams with it. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And that one's good. Vivian.
Yeah, late reaction for the defense. She's always going to convert that.
Here's Kia Nurse. She brings the ring. Let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of her hand in time. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain she beat the buzzer here.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. I think she got it off in time. The replay, it leaves little doubt.
But certainly, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay, to get these big calls right.
Absolutely. Let's get these calls right in our game.
Look at that. Way before the buzzer.
And they've got the
This is why we have replay, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. Good job to take the second look at it. It would have really been a shame if they'd been cheated out of those points.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Sky, up 9. And the second quarter is on the way when we return. And welcome back. It's been all one-way traffic through the first as the second quarter gets underway. And when you consider how the Sky are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Defense paying dividends for them through one.
Coach has to be happy about their effort on that and just a lot of hustle.
Well, after missing the postseason in 2023, the Storm got 2 stars in free agency.
It was a quick reload in Seattle, signing 8-time All-Star Nneka Ogwumike. He was all WNBA last year. Plus, they got the experienced, savvy, excellent point guard Skylar Diggins-Smith 4 times first-team All-WNBA.
Carter, that's good.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Now here's Diggins-Smith. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Williams.
It's Cardoso with the rebound.
And so it's Chicago with it. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Now here's Carter. Defense right on her. Yep, that one goes.
They did just what they needed to do and got a great look out of it.
Outside Williams. Oh, Cardoso with the block. Fast break Chicago. Outside Carter. Takes it out to Reese. The 17-footer. That falls.
And their lead gets even more enormous. They play terrific basketball at both ends.
No doubt about it. I certainly can't think of an area where they've underperformed.
And neither can I.
Now a timeout called by Seattle.
We've got a small portion of the season behind us, and the hierarchy is starting to come into focus.
It's still early, though. So for the teams that are struggling, they still have time to get in gear.
Yeah, but they don't have a lot of time, right? I mean, the season is short, and the pressure ramps up every week that goes by when you're not winning games.
Now here's Diggins-Smith. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. The shot by Brown, no good. Now here's Allen. He's tightly guarded. Down low. Here's Cardoso. That's in, and she's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket for a terrific assist. You know, they've done a lot of that today.
And you know, it's something we haven't seen much at the opposite end of the court.
What concentration from Diggins-Smith, able to take the contact and work through it.
And at this stage of her career, winning titles seems to be everything for Skylar Diggins.
She doesn't know how many more years she has left. And because of this, she's going to give it her all. It'll be interesting to see if she's able to add some titles to her illustrious resume.
Now here's Brown.
Covered by Cardoso. Pass to Horston.
Chicago with the rebound. Left side, Carter. Up top, Vandersloot.
Kicks it out to Reese.
Long team.
That comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's key this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Now here's Diggins-Smith. Pass to Ogwumike.
Horston.
Outside Diggins-Smith. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. It's held in by Angel Reese.
Boy, the complexion of this game would be a whole lot different if she had shot the ball anything like she's capable of.
Vandersloot, guarded by Diggins Smith. Parked down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call.
Yeah, whatever, dog.
Substitution on the clock.
Try to get a little bit more position.
Shoots from 12. Outside Reese. Back to Carter. Echo Rumake with the rebound.
Sad.
And nothing has come easily for them today.
Not at all. And it isn't what you'd call the best of performances from them. Showing she is more than just a shooter. Lexi Brown takes it inside for 2.
Now here's Carter. She's got 8. Pass to Cardoso. And here's Jefferson. From past the arc, connects from 3-point range.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
The big back.
Outside, Diggins Smith. With 1 on the clock. A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. It's the Sky running away with this one. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Man, what's the head? Angel Reese with the crease. Angel Reese with the crease. Cardoso, if you didn't know so. Let's nurse your wounds. Girls don't have no halftime show. No halftime commentary. Just out here to play ball. We don't need to razzle dazzle. Cardoso with the inside. Agent Carter is a starter. 67%, 14 boards, 11 assists.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final 2 quarters. One of the stories here, Angel Reese getting it done.
How about her scoring in the first half? She looked like a very different player today, an elite player.
Yeah, and she's been a pleasant surprise for them, that's for sure. She really hit on something that worked in those first 2 quarters.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they?
Look at
Strong
that.
performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone.
Now here's Diggins Smith. Shoots over Vandersloot. And it's Diggins Smith missing.
Not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Reese. That falls. Nice lead that time from Kennedy Carter.
He hit the bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery into the lane.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Now here's Diggins Smith. 6 to shoot. Pass to Brown. Shoots over Carter. But they'll get another chance. Here's Horston. And the layup's good off the glass.
They got one. And now 1-5 here in the third quarter.
Now a timeout called by Chicago.
Retired.
And now,
Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in. Here's Banham. He hasn't yet put up any points.
What movement Williams is dangerous in the pick and roll going to the hoop.
Here's Seattle. Time called here. The Storm decide to talk it over.
They got to be concerned with all the missed shots. Every team is going to go through cold streaks. But when you go through those cold streaks, you have to find ways to stay productive.
Yeah, and the coach might be telling them to try to get to the line, earn some points on some freebies, because sometimes the free throw line could be your best friend when the shots aren't falling from the field.
They get it again. Magdalor. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Well, not letting the physical defense deter her, Magdalor plays with such tenacity.
Here's Banham, guarded by Diggins Smith. Outside Atkins. And here's Banham. Nurse outside. 4 on the shot clock. And again, it's the sky from deep.
Their second half has started well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts. I like to see that.
Pass to Magdalor. Elizabeth Williams with the rebound.
She just hasn't looked right. She hasn't. And something's off with her mechanics, I think.
Here's Banham, guarded by Diggins Smith. Now Banham. Looking for her first basket still in this one. On deep aerial Atkins. Magdalor grabs the miss.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Brown.
The big.
Pass to Agumake.
The big bag.
From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that.
Get it inside.
Power from Onyenwere. Taking
get
the
it
bump
inside
and still scoring it.
And stolen by Nurse.
Hello, Nurse.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Count that one.
They need to get way more disruptive defensively. They just can't keep allowing these easy buckets. You know, get a little physical, show some effort.
Defensively, that's job number 1. Effort, nothing easy inside.
Now here's Brown. Clock at 6. Outside, Diggins Smith. To stop the run. Nurse through that.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
To the inside. Williams. And she floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. I mean, there's more holes in their defense than in a block of Swiss cheese.
Man, you just made me hungry, but that's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were in tight. They've established themselves inside. Where's the cheese?
Now here's Magdalor. Now here's Brown. Back to Magdalor. Here's Diggins Smith. And no good. Great D that time from Elizabeth Williams. And here's Ariel Atkins outside. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's this guy just dominating this one. And after a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the 4th quarter.
Remember?
Well, this is what being on the same page looks like. Fantastic speed and a heads-up play all around.
And how can you not be a fan of a sequence like that? This is what beautiful basketball is all about.
Yeah, unselfishness, just wonderful stuff.
Welcome back as the 4th quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest. Jefferson with it. is expanding for the 2025 season. Very exciting. What do you guys think is the best part about it?
Well, for me, it's the extra roster spots. There are so many talented players in women's basketball right now. And the W, it's really needed more space, more spots, more places on the roster for a while now.
Oh, I agree. I mean, when you look at the last cut lists back in May, right before the season, there are some serious hoopers on there.
Inside shot, and there are the Sky with another bucket.
She always knows where her teammates are going to be, and she'll have that ball there waiting for them.
Got a piece of it. Williams with the steal. And here we go, the Sky pass.
Baby, Nurse
with the bucket.
Now that's a quick bucket. She's very solid in transition.
Well, she does love the chance to get out and run.
Clark outside. No good again that time.
That's something they need to do more. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap.
Williams can't get it to go.
Put it up all week.
Now here's Mule. She's covered by Jefferson.
Williams with the steal. Good chance here for Mariah Jefferson. That one's on target from the wing.
That's their third straight make off an assist, and it's always good when you can score points by getting teammates involved.
Oh!
Yeah, that's just great ball movement.
Mule, no good.
And it's the Sky ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Now here's Onion Wade.
Here's Kia Nurse from the arc. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Storm making a switch here.
Substitution. Forston. Erica Wheeler.
Nurse.
She's guarded by Samuels.
Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Her efficient scoring. A nice lift to their offense tonight.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Outside Wheeler. Outside Vivians. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Wheeler. Looking to end the drought. Offensive rebound, Storm. Shot's good by Samuels.
Man, they have got to put a body on her because otherwise, with her agility and athleticism, they're just not going to be able to contain her on the offensive glass.
Now here's Allen. Out to Nurse.
This one for 3. Pass to Williams. Second shot opportunity, and it's good.
Assisting on the play was Kia Nurse.
Well, Williams is a center who battles inside. I mean, she's not a player you're going to be seeing jacking up too many threes.
Magbagor with the ball. Doesn't get it to drop for her. Great D that time from Elizabeth Williams.
Now here's Jefferson.
Guarded by Wheeler. Pass to Allen.
And I'll let you two take out your crystal balls here. What do you think is the next step for this league?
I just think everything gets bigger. We're talking ratings, attendance, interest. We're just now scratching the surface.
Absolutely. And we've seen massive growth the last few years. And to me, the WNBA, this is not where it ends up. They're just getting started. It's going to continue every year to get bigger and bigger.
Timeout called the Sky.
Timeout call.
Start it.
All right.
And here's Jefferson. Inside. Cardoso. Good for the 5th time and 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
Right side, Diggins Smith.
Oh, what a fake out.
Down by Camila Cardoso. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively. Terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
Yeah, got to keep it on the accelerator to the finish line.
Now here's Diggins Smith looking to end her cold spell. And that one drops.
One of the most coachable players in the league. Diggins Smith's curiosity leads to her constant improvement.
Up top, Reese. To the middle. Cardoso. It goes on Ezzy Magna.
A lot of contact, baby. I'm going to review that.
Cardoso. 2 shots.
Injure my players tonight. Was y'all down by 40?
And she makes the first.
No. That look.
What is that?
It will.
She hits both from the strike.
Now Diggins Smith.
Game over, baby.
Here at home and feeling great, playing well nearly the whole game. I could feel it. This building was pumped, guys.
And that'll wrap it up.
Yeah, we won, baby. Skidoo. Skidoo. Get that out of here. Angel Reese. With the crease. 65%. They shot 23. It was 44% from 3. 7 out of 16. Getting all the free throws. 34 points in the paint. 25 assists. The bench came through with 31 points. We won by 44. 25 assists. 1 block. 5 steals. No dunks. Okay. Why is that even a stat? Why you gotta put that up there? Oh, it was 54%. First quarter, trash. Threes, trash. 10 points in the paint. No free throws. We're gonna get nowhere. Oh, second quarter. Total turnaround. Hitting our threes in the field. Block. 6 out of 9. Field goals in the third. Only hit 1 out of 3 threes. Had a steal. Oh, even got worse. Listen, 3 threes, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's messed up. Got no steals. Angel Reese, 14 points. Cardoso with the double-double. Elizabeth Williams with the steal. Everywhere 2 points and a steal. Kia Nurse want to drop a Kia, boy. Linda Snoop. All she had was a assist and a steal. But also had a 1 block. Also playing big. Getting the sky hook. Laying it up. Getting it in. Coming down with it. Had a block. Coming down with it. Coming down with it. Coming down with it. Coming down with it. Coming down with all them boards. I need to reach with the crease. Get me. Get. Coming down with boards. Oh, ski weed. Ski weed. Agent Carter. 8 points. Ski weed. Had 2 ski weeds. Damn. Damn. Finesse. Rebecca Allen. Had a ski weed. Mariah Jefferson. 2 from the field. One of them was a ski weed. Ski weed. Nurse had 3 ski weeds. For 11 points and a steal. Nurse back to hell. Food finesse. Ski weed. Bam. Ski weed. Bam. Taking the ball. What does that mean? What was that about? And that town lost. Atlanta 11-4.
It's all up to you. Pick your favorite player. And while you're on the court, send over your best play on social media with your gamer tag and the hashtag 2KTVY. We're looking out for them right now. I've got to run. I dropped my clothes off at the cleaners, but I forgot which one. I'm going to work my way across the city, street by street. This could take a while. See ya.
The Push Cross.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Ricochet in the small forward position. And for the Pacers, Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's Mathurin in at the 3. Grant, when you talk about these two teams tonight, I think it's fair to expect a barrage of three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides. It's going to be raining threes here tonight. If they're falling, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
Halliburton misses. Young against Halliburton. Hey, great communication on the lob.
Yeah, you're not going to find too many floor generals better than Young.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Pass to Turner. Fires the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him about how difficult it is to game plan for someone like Trae Young, and Coach said to me, I told our players to play up on him. The more he moves and runs around, the more likely he is to get into a rhythm, so we need to stay aggressive against him. Sounds like this might be a very physical game, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
That's good from Siakam. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Siakam hits a mode. Coach, when you talk about the Atlanta Hawks, you got to start with Trae Young.
One of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA, Brian. He can shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor. He's a great ball handler and one of the most creative passers in the game.
Here's Okongwu. They shoot again. Over to the left wing, the 3 from Ricochet, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And the Pacers call time here. And Coach, with Okongwu adding a 3 to his game, it's hard to keep him off the floor now.
It is, Brian, and he can do a lot for a team when he plays. He can now spread out the floor. He can guard multiple positions. But the main thing Okongwu does is he is all over the glass.
It's crazy. The big battle line. Wolf.
Freaking sucks.
February power rankings tell a pretty complete story of the season so far. You look at the Hawks, they're in the same slot.
When I look at Indiana, they've really lived up to the hype surrounding them this year, proving they're at the absolute top of their game.
Now here's Halliburton, coming off a solid outing against Toronto. Back to Siakam. It's rebounded by Ricochet.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Here's Okongwu. Indiana with a rebound. First chance of the season for them to go up against Atlanta.
They took the season series against this opponent last year. High-profile games are the best.
And the basket by Siakam.
You have to take Siakam seriously at the arc. He can hurt you from there.
The Hawks shooting just 22% in the early stages of this one. Outside Johnson.
I don't want this to be short.
Well, it's too bad. You broke that.
To Young. There's a three.
I did it on purpose.
It don't matter if you didn't do it on purpose.
And
So what am I supposed to do now?
Rebounding so seriously.
You just get a whooping. Raising your voice like
His
that.
teammates appreciate the effort.
You the one broke it. I've had this charger for damn near a year, and it never messed up. And now all of a sudden you get it,
Watching Turner shoot with conviction,
and it's all bent up.
realizing his team trusts him to take these fast shots.
Here's Risache.
Then you want to get mad at me
because
you messed up the charge.
That's true.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was
That's my charger.
Once he gets in deep on the defense area,
You messed up my charger, and now you mad at me.
Now here's Halliburton. The lead is 2.
Yes, it is. You the one who had it, Charlie.
Just under 3.5 minutes.
I've had this charger for almost a year and never had a problem with it.
Oh, what a perfect pass.
I'll turn the light off in my room.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Now Halliburton hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now here's Jones. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Into the lane. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers.
Halliburton.
And the dunk by Halliburton.
And they got 11 points.
Halliburton cutting through the defense into a shot.
The Hawks trailing. Jones with the ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. The fader. Here's Collins. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Outside Neesmith.
Now
here's Matherin. Guarding closely. Buries it down low.
Great body control allows Matherin to finish through contact.
Here's Risache, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game.
Tablet?
Collins outside. And that misses. That would have put him up. Indiana's gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Jones against Halliburton. To the middle. Here's Toppin. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 4 assists now tonight.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
A round of applause. And now it's time to take a look at the top defensive teams in the league right now. Number 1, the Pacers.
Well, you look at how they dominated at the defensive end. They're good on the ball, they're good in help, and they get back in transition.
Hawks trail by 4. Jones feels it out. Collins left side from behind the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
After undergoing 3 ankle surgeries in 10 months in 2020 and 2021, Coach Zach Collins has bounced back amazingly.
He really has, Brian. And the injuries have really been the only problem for Zach Collins. He's got size, skill, and toughness. This guy is a very effective player when he's healthy.
His story is inspirational.
It is indeed.
The 3 from Risache knocks down the triple. Risache's got 6.
easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Halliburton. The stats he's putting up, impressive. Averaging around 30.5 points a game.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
And Atlanta with possession here. 6-point game. Outside Jones. Pass to Hunter. Here's Buckner. Three-pointer. Mathurin with a rebound.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Feet out, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Back to the game after this break. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Here's Halliburton. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Walker in at the 3, small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Yeah, what a dunk from Halliburton. The defense has to push him further out.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 10. Pass to Johnson. Hunter against Walker. Doubled by Turner. Walker with the steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Pacers. He goes up. Halliburton finishes strong.
I mean, just so alert with his head on a swivel. Walker able to find the open man.
Hawks trail by 12. And Grant sitting at the midway point of the season now. As a player, does it feel that way? Or does one half drag on more than the other?
You know, I'd say the back half can feel a little bit longer. Whether it's games of consequence that magnify things or for teams lower down, maybe the season drags on at the end.
Goes back up. Young misses. Indiana leading by 12. Now here's Nembhard. Still no points. Down low. And then Turner with
the agility of Turner is huge in these pick and rolls. He's hard to prevent from scoring in these situations.
Young, the pass to Johnson. Young against Halliburton.
Oh, that was a nice
That's
pass.
good from Okongwu.
You got me, Trey.
Assist from Young.
You got me, Trey.
Got 6 points.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
It's going to be a great day.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Three-pointer, Halliburton. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
At the perimeter, Halliburton has a lot of confidence. He's just about always ready to take that shot.
Outside Johnson.
So what are we going to do? Wait, I want to talk to Sky. Okay.
And the rebound goes to the Pacers. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Kicks it out to Siakam. 6 to shoot. Turner inside. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Hawks trail by 15. Outside Young to the paint. The kick to Hunter. Outside Young. Outside Johnson. Lets the 3 fly. Back to Young. Pass to Johnson. Here's Risache. Let's go with a 3, and it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And the dunk by Halliburton.
And we're seeing a great mindset from Halliburton on offense. He's attacking relentlessly and getting well rewarded for it.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
What are you doing,
Game on
baby?
the line. Ice Tray is
Play some defense,
dangerous
baby.
man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Ali, it definitely shows in his play.
Great stuff. Thank you.
Halliburton's really a playmaker with the ball in his hands.
Hawks trail by 14. Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play. Get some points and give this team some time.
And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Jackson, he's checked in for Turner. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. Neesmith, he's checked in for Walker. And Benedict Mathurin subbed in for Nimhart. Collins, no good.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And it's Mathurin missing. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Buckner. No luck on that one. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Halliburton outside. Rebound by the Hawks.
I'm going to show you. Wait, me? Me?
Now here's
yes.
Toppin.
Right.
Halliburton outside. Collins with the defensive effort. Hawks trail by 14. Pass to Daniels. The rebound by Jackson. And you watch Dyson Daniels on the floor, Coach. He's everywhere on defense.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the best guys disrupting offenses and getting deflections. He gets his hands in passing lanes. Effort like that will always find me.
Here's Roddy. The three-pointer off the mark. Indiana leading by 16. A minute 37 left in the first half of basketball. Jackson, that's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got 7 assists in the game. The Hawks shooting a low 30% from the floor. Here's Buckner. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Right side Mathurin. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
First personal foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for the Pacers, Isaiah Jackson. 1 shot.
Why does all that gotta be sprunky? All the time.
Hawks trail by 21. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And here's Collins for 3. The rebound by Neesmith.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Three-pointer Mathurin. Back to Neesmith from downtown. Gets the 3-ball to go.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press you in.
Here's Daniels. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mathurin finds Halliburton.
I'm behind you, rat. I need to go.
Toppin outside. Clock at 6.
No cap. Oh no, just
here's
me.
Halliburton. The D's right on it. And there's Toppin on the assist by Halliburton.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And here's Jones. from deep three-point range. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for Indiana.
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now, and Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court. Whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tyrese Halliburton led the way in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts about the Pacers and how they're playing?
They're getting into the lane whenever they want, getting some high percentage looks. I don't see the coaching staff switching up too much. Keep it simple. Force your opponent to adapt to it.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks?
Well, they need to change their strategy. We can see that. Jacking up three-pointers left and right, many of them contested, but from deep range, just isn't the way to play basketball.
That was Bird. 15 points.
Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's a Kongwu in at the center position. Really left him alone that time. Turner's got 13 now.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Johnson passes to Young. Indiana with a rebound. Jackson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Matherin. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Pass to Johnson. Doubled by Siakam. Here's Risache. Shoots over Siakam. Oh, and Turner with a block.
An impressive shot blocker. Turner's combination of size and timing on defense is so valuable.
A very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Pass to Okongwu. Outside Young. They need this. Indiana with a rebound.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
So we got it to you, baby.
Matherin passes to Siakam. Count that bucket. He's got 7.
I just love the ball movement.
And Atlanta with possession here. They're scoreless since the first half. Outside Johnson.
You're the worst.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Young. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. McConnell, he's checked in for Jackson. Hunter's checked in for Atlanta. The kick out to Young. Just 5 to shoot. Matherin with a rebound.
Well, he can't buy a bucket but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
Inside, it's stolen by Johnson. Young with it, picked up by Matherin. Outside Hunter, the 3-ball. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one. The Pacers have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Looking at lineups around the league, Graham, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, BA. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit. And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively, but he gets heavy criticism for his defense.
Yeah, look, and at 6'1", 164 pounds, he has some obvious limitations, Brian, but he's shown improved effort as a defender, and it shows in his defensive rating.
And you have to have that scoring ability on the floor. Free throw's good. Young.
Yeah, you know, guys, the amount of offense that Young creates for himself and his teammates is staggering. This guy does it all.
Indiana making a switch here. Halliburton is checked in. Pass to Turner. Shoots over Okongwu. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. To the inside.
Why would that help
miss. Puts up a 3. Sinks the tray. Okongwu's got 9 points.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Stolen by Young. Pass to Hunter. Back to Young. Driving in. Uses the glass layup.
And despite his size, Young is never intimidated taking it off the dribble.
Now Halliburton. 15 points in the game. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 17.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer consistency.
Let's get excited.
All right, with this brief pause, let's take a look at the league's best passing teams. Number 1, Pacers. In the third spot, Atlanta.
These two squads move the ball with ease. They play an attractive brand of basketball.
Yeah. Oh no, not the stupid.
Here's Collins. Another shot. The rebound by Turner.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Here's Buckner. He's guarded by Nembhard.
You've been killing many people.
To the wing, right side. Outside Hunter.
Are you okay? Yeah. I want to have
outside Jones. Shot clock at 6. Collins, a good look. Gets a very good look and converts. Collins has got his second basket of the night.
And Jones is a dependable floor general. Someone you can trust to facilitate an offense and find his guys.
Halliburton, the pass to Matherin. Back to Halliburton. The 3. Another 3 for Indiana.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Here's Jones. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Yeah, Trey Jones can be lightning quick. He saw a gap and drove right in.
Halliburton with the ball. 20 points for him with the drive. And the dunk by Halliburton.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Jones' shot is good.
Well, even though he's just 6'1", Jones is confident inside. Doesn't fear going up amongst taller players.
I'm going to bed. I mean, it's
55 seconds left in the third.
It's daytime.
Turner for three. Drops in the three. Turner's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, he's already hit more threes since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
Hunter in the post. He's covered by Matherin. Hunter can't get it to go.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Halliburton, the pass to Turner. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Turner's got 11 here in the quarter alone. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter.
This is bad.
Pass to Roddy. Jones with the ball. Siakam covering. Jones in the post. He's against Turner. Here's Roddy.
Help me.
Here's Buckner. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. The Pacers out in front, running away with this one. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Where are you going?
To the restroom.
Okay.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And one quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Toppin at the 4 and Turner at the 5. TJ McConnell is out there with Andrew Nembhard. And it's Neesmith in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
McConnell outside. Here's Nembhard. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
McConnell with a steal. Outside Neesmith. Now here's McConnell. Back to Neesmith. Pass to Nembhard. Takes a 3. And again! It's the Pacers from deep.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And the Hawks shooting a low 30% from the floor. McConnell passes to Turner. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. That one goes. And that's his nice made shot.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Looking to end the run. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
McConnell passes to Turner. Over Okongwu. And it's Turner that time on the assist from McConnell. McConnell's got his 3rd assist of the night.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Out to the right wing. Turner passes to Nembhard. And again, it's the Pacers from deep. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Now here's McConnell. Watched by Wallace. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Turner from the arc. Rebound Atlanta.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Wallace, the pass to Buckner. Here's Roddy. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions are being cross-checked with the numbers.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Here for the Pacers. Jackson, he's checked in for Turner, and Matherin subbed in for Nembhard. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. From deep three-point land, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Making the most of a second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. And Young has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
And here's Matherin. Pass to Toppin. Clock at 6. From outside, off the mark.
Defensive breakdown there,
Man,
and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
What?
Now Young. On the wing, Daniels. He's covered by Matherin. They get it back. Collins. Here's Roddy. This one for 3. It's hauled in by McConnell.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Matherin passes to Toppin. Connects from downtown.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Roddy, guarded by Toppin. Kicks it out to Collins.
2 minutes remaining.
And he makes in the layup.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
The Pacers have gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. Outside Matherin. 4-3. It's rebounded by Roddy. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Buckner. Off target from three-point range.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Pacers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Takes the 3. Another 3 for Indiana.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Here's Buckner. Neesmith covering. Buckner passes to Collins to stop the run, and then it's Collins with the dunk.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Matherin against Young. Matherin with the ball. Three-pointer. Can't connect. And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everybody.
What's up, baby?
Where you going?
Nowhere. What do you mean where? Why do you keep asking where I'm going?
Because I think you're going to bed.
You ready to go to bed?
No.
Okay.
Are you?
No. If I was going to bed, I'd be like, yeah, I'm ready to go to bed. Yeah, let's go to bed. Well, it was 69 first quarter, 69 second quarter, 69 first half. It was nasty first half, 49 points. Missing 3 threes, made up for one of them at the charity stripe. 26 points in the paint, 12 points from the bench, 16 assists, 2 blocks, a steal, 6 dunks. Third quarter, damn near perfect, 91%. 4 for 4 for 3. 2 blocks, 2 dunks. Then another nasty 69 fourth quarter, chucking up threes. Chucking them up. Only hit 11 shots, no blocks, 3 steals, 2 dunks. Trae Young was shutting down. Shut down Trae Young. He wasn't playing. He was playing young. Because he was playing old school basketball. He wasn't coming over here with that nonsense. You feel me? Do you feel me, baby?
No.
Oh, no. Thought you would. Thought you would feel me, baby.
No.
Oh, Tyrese Halliburton didn't have a double-double. Miles Turner was at Jackson. With the threes. Miles Turner. Newhart, Halliburton. With the finesse. With the dunk. About to get on and play some GTA real quick. Do some maintenance. Get some research done. Big Ben Matherin, 17 points, 3 boards, 5 assists, 3 ski-wees, and 2 dunks. Nasty dunk. Ski-wee. Ski-wee. Coming down with boards. Ski-wee. Hit it. Dunk it. Oh, so 5 dunks, 22 points, 9 assists. 2 ski wheels. Finesse. Ski wheel. Ski wheel. Why was it so close when that nigga draws? No Diddy. With a dunk, emphatic dunk. Dunking. 2-hand dunks. 2-hand dunks. Look at with both hands. And the nigga we came to see. Miles Turner with the burner. 25 points. 5 boards. 2 blocks. 3 ski wees and 2 dunks. Ski wee. Bam. Finesse off the backboard. Ski wee. Bam. Ski wee. Bam. Dunking. Block it. Block it. Get that out of here. Ski. With the dunk. Ski. Finesse. Oh, look at that scoop score. Scoop and score finesse. About to get on this PCA real quick. My little online girlfriend is still up. I think tomorrow morning I'm gonna try to get up and play some God of War and some Odyssey. So just look out for me tomorrow morning sometime.